What are we doing?
Just
messing around until the camera starts.
Vibing, you know?
Yeah, just a couple of nerds playing video games on a Saturday night.
Vibing and chilling.
All right, there we go. Make sure the volume is off on that.
Yeah.
背負いし定めを切り開く伝説の剣を求めてプレイステーション版武器格闘アクションナムコソウルエッジ
That looks like Soul Calibur, my dude.
It's a dumbass American thing, I'm afraid. Good evening, folks. Welcome to the Game Reserve. My name is Jagger Newman. I'm wearing these parts, and tonight we are finally getting to Soul Edge, or as Tony so eloquently pointed out, Soul Blade, because for some reason they didn't think Soul Edge sounded cool enough, so they needlessly changed the name. So this is a fighting game that I have been wanting to add to the showcase for a while now. Primarily because Soul Calibur 2 was part of Switch 2 online when the Switch 2 launched. So wanted to do this, but other stuff just came up, and also fighting games, not as much fun to play by myself, so I had to go to the one man who I knew was right for the job as far as fighting games go. That is none other than Master TKO himself, Tony!
How's it going?
All right, so what do you know about Soul Blade, Tony, or Soul Edge, whatever the hell you want to call it?
Very little.
Well, let me rephrase this question then. What do you know about Soul Calibur?
Not as much as some of the other games. Have heard of Soul Calibur. It is, like, I'd say one of the more popular games, kind of behind like Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat. Obviously, probably the two really memorable characters is like Ivy, the lady with the whip sword, for obvious reasons, and then Nightmare.
What is it with fighting games and having a fascination with the unrealistically attractive women?
It's marketing. It's a marketing appeal.
Fair enough. So, yeah, Soul Calibur, pretty popular fighting series, but I don't think a lot of people realize that it didn't start with Soul Calibur. That was actually the second game in the series. The first game was actually Soul Edge, or Soul Blade. Let's just call it Soul Blade, just for the sake of consistency. So the game was an experiment by Namco, who were trying to make a fighting game, because every company needed to make a fighting game in those days. It was a golden age of fighting games. They wanted to use 3D graphics, and they thought making it a weapons-based fighter would set it apart from the other fighting games at the time, which were mostly martial arts-based. Wasn't a new concept. There were a few weapon-based fighting games. I think the most famous was Samurai Showdown by SNK. But yeah, that's what they decided to do. And Soul Edge, or Soul Blade, we'll call it Soul Blade, did really well. And it was eventually ported to the PlayStation, where it also did really well. But where the series really hit its stride was, of course, with Soul Calibur, which is a landmark in gaming history because it's where people say that consoles finally surpassed arcades in terms of, presentation and everything.
Okay.
The Dreamcast port of Soul Calibur, which was a launch title, was superior to the arcade game in every way. So it's basically where arcades started to be phased out completely in favor of focusing on hardware. But Soul Calibur was so popular that became the series. So there was Soul Calibur 2, 3, 4, I think we're up to 5 now.
Maybe 6.
So yeah, because of that,
6, yeah.
The first game in the series often gets overlooked.
Yeah.
But there are still plenty of people who do have fond memories of this one. And you know how things are here on the Game Reserve. We play games in order, because we want to see how they either get better over time or get worse over time. So
I can attest that it gets better, like, for sure.
We're getting ahead of ourselves, though. Let's go ahead and get this going. As to how we are going to be playing this game, I finally got a proper HDMI out for my PlayStation, the one that's modified. So, yeah, I have every single one of the PlayStation games all in a neat little package. Love it so much. The only thing that sucks about it is if I want to play Monster Hunter, I can't put my Rush CDs in there because the disc drive isn't in there anymore.
Okay.
All right, let's do this.
Okay.
Really love these modified consoles. They're so cool.
Yeah, I've been seeing in more modern times. I've been seeing the trend, especially on like what I've been seeing is like the handheld ones, and just refurbishing an old one, making it cleaner, more modernized, and it was real nice actually. Like really, like just like for example, the Game Boy. I mean, I've seen like the new refurbished ones with like a light up screen. You get to experience the classics of the old cartridges, but with a newer touch. And it's really nice.
Oh yeah.
And especially in these modified consoles where it has the full library, you don't have to go chasing down the games you want, right? So that's great. So definitely a good trend for sure.
And while we're on the subject of trends, like this opening right here, this is just straight up 90s anime, isn't it? This is almost like something out of Hiromi Kenshin or something.
For sure.
I do dig that music though. No, that is just of the time. Makes you want to go kick some ass. Yeah, so since we're not going to see any storylines here, so the plot of the Soul Calibur series is a bunch of warriors from ancient times are all sent out for one reason or another to retrieve a magic sword referred to as Soul Calibur. So I guess in this case, the Soul Blade. And why is she suddenly naked?
Marketing. Positive marketing.
I don't know if I would call that positive marketing. I would say more exploitive. Because, you know, banking on, you know, fundamental selling points, sex, violence.
Yeah, I mean, sex sells.
I really hope my mom isn't watching this. And pretty cool tile screen too. I feel like there needs to be more space between soul and blade there. The kerning there is a little messy, and the sword should definitely be behind it. But overall, pretty good tile screen, very hard, very metallic, which sword-based fighting game, so it makes sense.
I agree. Either behind or further down.
All right, let's do this. So you know how this goes. We're going to fight for the hour, and if you have the bulk of the points at the end of it, you get to pick the next game for the stream. And I think you already got something in mind, but you're not going to say it until you actually win. But you're not going to this time.
We'll find out. We're going to find out. Definitely an old style game.
Well, it's less Stone Age than Tekken, that's for sure.
Oh, it's better. You're right. It's better than Tekken, but for sure, it's still old. For sure.
Old doesn't necessarily mean bad, though.
I agree.
So I'm Rock, which is the Viking, I think, and he's
the samurai guy.
Yeah, we'll just call him that because I'm not even going to try to pronounce
Mitsurugi.
that.
Mitsurugi.
So first thing we always talk about are the controls, and pretty standard as far as fighting games go. The button system is a bit different. You have
for sure
light and heavy attack, plus a melee attack without your weapons. But you also have a block button, which was sort of throwing me and Tony for a loop when we were playing Soul Calibur 2 earlier, because we're both so used to block being just holding back.
Definitely a little on, for sure.
But I think the fight system here is...
It's just... I will say it does feel odd because like it wants to be the arena. It it looks like the arena, but
Oh, that's cool.
I didn't know you can clash like that.
Guess that's what happens.
Oh my god.
Man, I absolutely destroyed you with that axe.
Cooked.
So, I think one thing I do like about the Soul Calibur games is like the strengths and weaknesses of the characters. Like, most of them are dependent on the weapon that they're using. So, Rock is, obviously a lot of strength, but his attacks are slow and predictable. So, you can change the costume if you hold the X button and then hit square.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So we got, is that just Wang?
Huang,
Hong.
Huang, and then Siegfried.
And I think he's wielding a Jian, or Jin, Philosopher's Blade, like what Sokka had in...
yeah, like a traditional street sword, yes. For sure.
Or what Sun Tzu had on Deadliest Warrior. That's so funny.
We just sat there and blocked each other for a minute. So, given that we played a little bit of the games that came after, Siegfried becomes Nightmare. Don't know how, but
Well, he obviously found Soul Calibur, which is like a demonic sword or something. The thing that I'm definitely noticing compared to Soul Calibur 2 is that it seems like there's less moves that your characters can do. Like,
for sure.
it doesn't feel like holding back on the D-pad and pressing one of the attack buttons really changes the attack that you do.
No, I will also say that for an arena fighter, it feels like it doesn't really take advantage of the arena aspect.
Yeah, it's still operating on 2D.
Exactly.
And that is sort of understandable too, because this was still the dawn of 3D graphics. So, like, the time the PlayStation came out, it was still a transitional period. People were trying all kinds of weird things with 3D, and sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't. It wasn't until Soul Calibur 2 that they introduced sidestepping. I was trying to block there, I forgot I have a button. Okay, so you also have some attacks with the shoulder buttons too, so just FYI.
I think I'm about to get timed out. Nope, you knocked me out.
Nope, not gonna be that easy.
Yeah, I think Tekken took the arena more advantage of the arena feel than this game does, for sure. But again, I don't know the timing of each game, So, but again, I think Tekken was just designed to be an arena game, arena fighter.
Honestly, can't remember if you could sidestep in the first Tekken game. It's been so long since we played that one.
Well, you can definitely move in the three-dimensional space, whereas right now it doesn't feel like you can. Like, there's sometimes it feels like you can move in the three-dimensional space, but like it's still very primarily 2D.
Oh yeah. So it's still some really good graphics for the time, though.
Yeah.
Like, as you said, this is definitely leaps and bounds better than Tekken was.
We'll just start on this side.
Li Long?
Li Long.
Li Long.
Li Long.
Reminds me of Lo Wang from Shadow War. Oh, this is a really cool stage. Like, this way in the background, that's awesome. It's Mr. Nunchuck again.
Okay, this is kind of dirty. Ooh.
lot of timing, I think, is involved in this game more than other fighting
Yeah.
games, because you need to find that point in the animation where you can actually land a counterattack.
For sure.
And did nunchucks ever have blades back
No.
in the day?
I don't think so.
I feel like they had that here just because, you know, it's called Soul Blade, so they probably thought that every character needed to have some kind of blade.
Oh my god.
Gotcha that time.
Really good. Definitely, I'm not a fan of having the block as a button. It is awkward. It is very awkward.
But she's belly aching. I really do like the background of this stage. Kind of reminds me of the level in Sonic the Fighters. You can see upper skirt there.
Alright, so we did him. I don't know who that is. We're gonna
Claravantes.
Claravantes. Okay.
I don't know. I'm not going to pretend like I can pronounce these words.
Gonna find out.
Battle 1, fight.
Oh, that's a pirate. And he has Soul Calibur, actually.
Oh. So I guess he's the big bad?
I suppose so.
It is definitely very combo-esque. You hit the buttons.
Trying to figure out how to chain them together. Kind of like in Tekken. Ah. Hey, you just disarmed me, dude.
Huh.
I didn't know you could do that. It's actually pretty advanced for a game this old, isn't it?
I've noticed that there are random times where you can just parry. So that is...
I think if you hit the block button just as an attack lands,
Yeah,
that's how you parry.
for sure. And it doesn't look like it gives you an advantage. With kind of like in most parry mechanics. Oh, that's right, there's a clash.
Kind of looks like we were about to clash, though, didn't it?
We did clash. I don't know how you win a clash. Necessarily.
Ah.
The grueling battle ends with the victory of Cervantes. You win.
Oh, screw you, Cervantes.
He reminds me a bit of M. Bison. He has like the villain-esque feel of M. Bison.
I was kind of thinking of, what's his name? Barbossa from the Pirates of the Caribbean
He
movies.
looks like Barbossa, yes.
I'm afraid I cannot acquiesce that request. Means no.
You know...
Gotta push the button.
Oh, I thought I did. It's
Swear.
you. I think it's you.
Oh, yeah, that's my bad.
So... Obviously, you know, Pirates of the Caribbean is a completely different subject, but they weren't bad. They were like... They feel like...
They were good right up until they were bad.
They feel like the Marvel movies of that time, but pirate version, you know?
I don't care what anyone says. A sword that size is just gonna snap that little gem like a twig.
It's true.
Battle 2, fight.
Ooh. Ooh.
The grueling battle ended with the
Got me. good there.
Yeah.
You win.
I will not rest until I wreak vengeance for my father.
Vengeance for his father.
You know, that probably explains how he became Nightmare.
Get up. Dadgummit.
The grueling battle ended with the victory of Hwang Song-kyo. You win.
Where's my gun? Bam! That's how I'd win this game.
Welcome to the stage of history.
Just Indiana Jones's ass. Oh, you're gonna be...
Bearman?
You're very excited to see he had a bear mask.
Yes.
Battle 1.
It's like a throwback to like if anyone out there plays League of Legends, it's classic Udyr design. Or like Texas Walker Ranger.
Oh,
Dang!
you see that? That was
That's
crazy.
a lot. That was a big push.
Battle 2. Fight.
Ah.
Oh my god. He just clubs you so hard.
Well, Rock is pretty strong, obviously.
Yeah. Sends you flying on that one.
Welcome to the stage of
Alright, what else have we got here? Okay, time for me to try out Mr. Nunchucks.
I liked Mr. Nunchucks.
Nunchucks are such a stupid weapon, though.
Well, it's supposed to be like defensive.
battle
You
1.
know what else is defensive? Just a solid stick.
You're not wrong.
The flexibility, it just takes away the effect. So right here, it seems like the nunchucks are hilariously effective.
Oh my god.
The grueling battle ended with the victory of Li Long. You win. Battle 2. Fight.
Don't you dare bring out me.
I keep hitting the wrong button.
Grueling battle ended.
I keep wanting to use.
I keep hitting
circle,
block thinking that it's going to be an attack.
thinking it's circle. And like it's not.
Welcome to the stage of history.
Great, now I gotta be the weirdo.
Well, it's not terrible.
I
Not
didn't do
great.
so well with them when I tried them in Soul Calibur 2 now, did I?
Battle 1. Fight.
No. Gotcha that time.
Oh my god.
Grueling battle ended with the victory.
Yeah, it's very back and forth. It's like you throw a shot, you block, and you throw a shot. Yeah, it's
Definitely not seeing the same depth that we were seeing in Soul Calibur 2, that's for sure. Maybe there's something we're missing, I don't know. There is someone watching us right now, but I don't know they haven't said anything yet, so obviously they don't know anything that we don't know. I'm sure whoever is watching this is just saying, why the hell aren't you guys just playing Soul Calibur?
You win.
Part of the tradition.
That's how we do things here on the Game Reserve.
Final battle. Fight.
Ooh.
Ah.
Oh my god.
Bring out.
Ruling battle.
Ooh,
ends.
it's rough.
Victory of Baldo. You win.
You got me with the weirdo.
What?
Oh.
Oh. PlayStation 3. Just push the button. No, the PlayStation 3. Just push the button. That's how we were using. That's how we were powering the HDMI converter.
Oh. Okay.
Might need to reboot this real quick. I'm sorry about this, folks. Technical difficulties, you know how it goes. Steffi tells me this happens to the Game Grumps all the time.
Oh.
Then again, I don't really watch those guys. Heckgummit. We got that flickering.
I think we just have to reset the console.
Let me just try this. Yeah, let's reset the console, see what happens.
It's still doing it.
Good junk. I got a self-powered one for the N64 and stuff like that. I don't know why I can't find a self-powered one for the PlayStation.
That is odd to run the PlayStation with that. You'd think they would have them. Did this just... It's cutting on, right?
Yeah, it's cutting on. You gotta be kidding me.
Well, things happen. That's just part of life. And this is a good example of that.
We just had this working though. What the hell?
It's cutting. Yeah, PlayStation's cutting on. Try. Yeah, unplug the HDMI and just plug it back in. See if that helps.
I apologize for this, folks.
Oh,
There it goes.
we got it. We hope.
There it goes. Some of this stuff can be a little temperamental.
It happens.
Don't shut off. Talking to the PlayStation 3 people.
Can you switch it over to the PlayStation 3 real quick?
No.
Okay. Because I was going to say, just well, after next time, just turn off the auto shut off function.
You can do that. You can do that.
Yeah, it's in the power setting.
I did not know that.
Mm-hmm.
Learn something new every day.
Yep, power setting, and then you can just turn off. You either turn up the time it goes into rest mode, or just turn it off entirely so it stays on. Yep. It's a nice function, but not nice in this case.
Okay, so now I'm gonna try Cervantes.
So I got to her. Alright, we're back to Mitsurugi again. Siegfried. We played with Siegfried. I don't think I've played her.
So we basically played every character each.
Almost?
And we lost track of who was in the lead now.
Then we start over. We start over. All again. Definitely not fast. She's not fast. Okay. Oh my god, it's so fun.
The dueling battle ended with the victory of Cervantes. You win.
Oh yeah, Barbosa with like
Two, fight.
the feel of M. Bison, but with swords.
Why, thank you, Jack. You're welcome. No, not you. We named the monkey Jack. I swear, Jeffrey Rush was just born to play a pirate.
Ooh, I got cooked there. Dang. Cooked just now. Definitely, there are some winners and losers in the character category in this game, though.
Yeah, I feel like there's some balancing issues too. Like Rock, for instance, just seems like he's a little too powerful.
He hits hard, for sure.
Alright, so might as well go down the list, but this time I'm going to use different costumes.
Alright, I think I was using the alternate, so we're back to Lee Long again, so we use Bald Lee Long.
Lee Long?
Lee Long, yeah. Nunchuck man, but bald.
Remember at Avatar where the Swordmaster knew Sokka was Water Tribe right away just because he used the name Sokka?
Not a common name. Try Lee. Lee's a very common.
There's a slew of Lees.
Yeah. On a random off note, Magic the Gathering did make an Avatar set that's about to come out.
That's awesome.
As a long-time Magic player, I don't know how I feel about it. Truthfully, I'm very fatigued by all the lines of products. But as a new onlooker, and also as a fan of the Avatar, The Last Airbender, the cartoon, I think it's great. Personally, I think it is pretty good, but as a from a gameplay perspective, not. But again, I'm trying not to get ringed out. Nope. Sweep! Sweep the legs! Go for the sweep! Yes. It looks good. The art looks great. And the cards look pretty good. But
So,
just fatigue from my part.
you like Avatar The Last Airbender. How do you feel about The Legend of Korra?
I think definitely. So, I never really watched Korra in its completion. Oh, you dirty.
Yes!
Bird. Oh my god, I got done so dirty just now. Well, that's fair. As far as Korra, I think what hurt Korra was the way the production worked. So they made each season its own individual, completed piece, and I don't know if they were ever consistent as far as the producers, not the people who actually made the show, but Nickelodeon being consistent on I don't know if I think my understanding was it just kind of came down to renewal. They were doing it season by season, so it just felt kind of choppy with some of the things that were happening in the show. But story-wise and depth, I think there's more depth to Avatar. in Korra for sure. It's a much more of an adult conversation.
Honestly, like the big thing that I feel really hurt Korra in the long run was just how the show was aired. Because I remember Avatar: The Last Airbender, that would always air on Saturday nights.
Oh.
So, you know, that's back in the day when there were Saturday night action blocks.
Yeah. Peak TV times of Toonami.
Yeah, which was good for the target demographic because it was primarily aimed at that audience that, you know, was older than, you know, the kids that watch SpongeBob, but not old enough to where they would be able to drive and go be doing other stuff on Saturday. So that was the perfect night for it. But when Korra came out, for reasons that just utterly baffle me, they decided to air new episodes on Saturday morning. And I remember when Korra came out, I was at governor's school at the time, just trying to consistently wake up to watch Legend of Korra. It was just very difficult, so that's the primary reason why I don't think Korra did as well as the original Avatar series. But it also might have to do with the fact that, like, I think the first season of Korra is just okay. And every time I try to watch the rest of the series, I just tap out at season 2 because it's just so bad.
So I will admit, I think for sure the later I'm gonna get end.
Yes, come on. No! How'd you sidestep?
That's a good question.
I don't want to go overboard. I can't swim.
Yeah.
I still got you though.
So I know that the later seasons definitely picked up more, and I think the biggest criticism of Korra is Korra didn't have the same struggles that Aang did.
Yeah, well, they still could have made her an interesting character despite that.
Well, it's the Mary Sue conversation, right? And yes, she does come off as a Mary Sue, but her troubles come from like
Typical stuff like teen angst and everything.
In the beginning, maybe, but definitely towards the end, not so much. Because like,
No,
when
there's
she
like
gets-
one arc where
So,
she
like-
has to do physical therapy because like mercury poisoning or something.
yes. So like, see, yeah. So the Red Lotus. I don't know. I don't know if we get comic strip for this.
Don't spoil it, because I still
Okay,
intend on
okay.
watching it at some point.
So something happens, and she
Ah,
doesn't necessarily lose the fight, but she is left with scars from the fight for sure. And through the help of someone else,
Katara, I know that much.
no, I'm not gonna spoil it, but from someone from a previous life steps in and helps her. But ultimately, a lot of Korra's like troubles don't come from mastering the Avatar and becoming and learning the bendings, the different bending forms like Aang was. Which again, keep in mind, he became a realized Avatar in like a year, so that is impressive. But again, a lot of Korra's conflict was she was already established, and it was a test of will, less of a test of skill, right?
Yeah.
Because she had all the skills already at that point. She was already a very proficient bender in all the elements. So it was a test of will and like knowledge check, right? Whereas Aang, on the other hand, being raised as an air nomad, he has a lot of spiritualism from the training and being pretty kind of more adult than you would think even though he's 100 years old technically.
That's something you always gotta remember when you're thinking about Aang. So, on a side note, what do you think of the Avatar fighting game that's coming out here soon?
I know that was a thing.
I think it's being made by the same guys who did Guilty Gear and Dragon Ball Z Fighters or whatever it's called.
Oh,
Which,
Blazing Fighters is actually pretty good. I like that one. That felt really good.
like with that team, like I have high hopes for that. If I'm correct on that, at least I'm unsure if I am, because you just don't see pretty 2D fighters like that anymore.
Oh,
It's like I'm starting to get your number there, bud.
Yeah, it's a lot of if I hit first and you block, I kind of get caught on the back end.
It's definitely more in depth than later games. We can definitely tell that much.
Welcome to the stage of history.
Yeah, it feels a little rock paper scissory
Oh yeah,
to some degree.
not the best thing for a fighting game. We want these things to feel like a chess match. So here's an obscure game for you. Ever hear of a game called Bushido Blade?
I don't know why that sounds familiar, but I'm gonna say no.
So it's another PlayStation game, but like, you know how a lot of samurai combat, it often comes down to who draws the fastest and in the most effective manner.
Yeah.
It's essentially what Bushido Blade is.
Oh.
It's a one-on-one fighter where it's often one-hit kill,
Oh.
which sounds like it'd be really boring, but imagine how tense and stressful that is.
Definitely the advantage is having a faster character.
You know, if this were at all realistic, I wouldn't stand a chance against this guy.
The grueling battle ended.
Got armor.
Katana isn't going to cut through armor. You might as well be trying to cut down a tree with a feather. Ah. Damn it.
The grueling battle
Yeah, this is very much more like fishing for things.
You win.
How he can throw that sword so easily, I don't know.
It's anime logic. People with gigantic swords.
So, speaking of people with swords, one thing that the Soul Calibur series would become famous for as the years have gone by are the guest characters who would appear.
Oh.
So, you know, we were playing Soul Calibur 2. Probably the most famous instance of that is Link appearing in the game from the Zelda series.
Yeah.
But I think each version of Soul Calibur 2 had their own guest character.
Oh, that's cool.
I think Swan was one of them, and I can't remember who was on the PlayStation. But you would also get some Star Wars characters, Yoda, Darth Vader. I think it was either Ezio or Altair from
that's
Assassin's
cool.
Creed.
That's pretty cool. Yeah.
I can't think of other guest characters off the top of my head, but just for shits and giggles, what would be some fun guest characters for Soul Calibur?
Dante from Devil May Cry.
Too powerful.
But I mean, he's already in like Capcom vs. Marvel, but ooh, that was a lot
Maybe
of
the
damage.
maybe the prince from the Prince of Persia.
Wait, I can take your weapon? Hold up. Oh my god, I got punched to death.
I mean, I'm a better boxer than I am a
Oh
sword
my
fighter anyway.
god. I can't believe it. I didn't, first off, didn't know that was a thing.
I mean, I'm wearing armor, so yeah. Guess that's what happens if you block too much. Sent me flying.
Oh,
How about
so let's see.
how about Kenshin
Pinch.
from Rurouni Kenshin?
Oh yeah.
Guts would also be a fun character.
Honestly, any of like the well-known main characters from like any of the Final Fantasies, I think that'd be a good choice. You know, like Sephiroth. Sephiroth is already in Smash Brothers, but yeah, Sephiroth would be cool.
Maybe some Fire Emblem characters.
Yeah.
No one can stop me.
But
Welcome to the stage of history.
How do you say that name? Song Mina? Or is it Seong Mina?
maybe
I don't know.
Seong.
I'm
Yeah,
really,
I think it's Seong. It might be closer to Seong. You're right on that one.
I'm really bad with foreign names. Which is bad considering I'm dating a Korean woman.
This got cooked, yo.
The grueling
This got
battle
cooked.
with the victory of Sun Mina.
Absolutely cooked.
Kinda looks like Chun-Li, doesn't it?
Battle 2. Fight.
Her design, her dress design is similar to that of the K-pop. Just like, wow, butchered that.
Ah.
The grueling battle ended with the victory.
But yeah, it's similar design. It has that Chinese aesthetic,
Kinda reminds me of some characters from
especially.
Henshu, Shadow Assassins or whatever.
Especially like Street Fighter 6 Chun-Li, because they kind of redid her design. She's more like mature now, and I think she's like a.
Weirdly elegant in that game.
I mean, I like the design. She's
Oh, I love the design too.
very adult, more adult now, less. You know,
Very
mature.
very Kung Fu Master.
Yes, because again, I think she ends up taking in like an adoptive kid,
Hmm.
so she becomes like a mother figure. So less forward, like cop like on the streets, running criminals down, and more teacher. So very
Yeah.
mature and very like noble. So I like the new design. I appreciate the new design, but still very aesthetically pleasing.
So have you put some decent time into Street Fighter 6 at this point?
No, I have not played any of it.
I gameplayed it, and it was pretty good.
Okay. Wait, Gamefly's still a thing?
Oh yeah, gameplay's still a thing. I canceled my subscription recently, but I'm actually thinking about getting it back because already the new games are starting to pile up.
Wait, I don't know.
It's like $16 a month.
I cannot believe Gamefly is still. Hey, I thought that died because Netflix don't even send out movies anymore, do they?
Yeah, well, there isn't a video game Netflix now, is there?
No, you're not wrong.
They tried it with Game Pass, but that kind of thing isn't supportable. With GameFly, you can at least sell the games. So with GameFly, you can rent the games. They send them to you. You keep them for as long as you want. If you want another game, you gotta send it back. But if you want to keep the game and get a new game from GameFly, you can buy it from GameFly at a discounted price.
Oh, that's not bad. I honestly didn't think that was a service anymore because, I mean, gaming has gotten so expensive now. Especially triple game makers saying that the game needs to be $70, even though we're getting like $7 slop, which is very frustrating from a consumer standpoint. Because again, everything else has gone up in price.
Yeah, and unfortunately, even Nintendo is doing a good job at keeping development costs down so they could keep it at 60. They had to jack up prices for the Switch too because
chose to, because that one's controversial.
No. See,
that's a tough pill on that one.
They did that because they knew prices were going to go up because of you know who.
Yeah. Yes.
And they had a good opportunity here. New console. They can introduce these new prices, make that the new status quo for a bit, and hopefully, once cooler heads prevail and all this nonsense that's been going on is done, they'll drop the prices back down. But now they don't have to raise the prices during the console generation because we all seen how disastrous it's been for Microsoft trying to do that.
or just make less money.
Dude, it's a business.
I know, but businesses don't always have to be always raking in increasing sales. Which, by the way, just to point out, I'm a huge person of free market economy, but
Yeah, well, unfortunately, if you want to keep them to keep making new games, they got to make a profit. Unfortunately,
yeah, but how much profit is good enough profit?
enough to maintain their profit margins while also dealing with the rising costs.
I'm just gonna say one thing, and my answer is Silk Song is a phenomenal game for like $30.
Yeah, but how long did it take for that to come out?
5 years, but we don't talk
Exactly.
about that. We don't talk about that piece.
Well, guess what? We just did.
But I don't know. Again, if it's $80 for a game so there's a couple things also wrong with it too. Not just besides the price fatigue. So there's some of it has to do with the concept of what it is, because you're not actually buying a physical game anymore. You're buying a license for a game, which feels kind of bad.
Only for some of the games on Switch 2. Not every game is, just a code.
Okay.
Like, I actually do have a cartridge for Donkey Kong Bonanza.
Okay. That's a little better.
And I am going to have a cartridge for Metroid Prime 4, but stuff like Split Fiction, for instance, which I think is the most famous example of that. You buy a physical version of that, there's no cartridge, it's just a code. So if you're going to get a Switch 2, you just got to check if you really need that physical card, because, it's the internet age. If you need to know if there's actually a cartridge in the case, you check if there's a cartridge in the case before you buy it.
Sure.
I'm not saying that's a good thing, and I agree with you, but
We'll see what the future brings, but right now, as a general
one thing I will say though is that if developers do want everything to go digital completely, then if you're going to buy it digitally, they need to lower the price.
Yes.
So if you want a physical copy, $90, $80, whatever you want, Nintendo. But if you want to sell me a digital copy, it has to be either $40 or $60, or however much it costs to
make the actual physical game.
Yes. That should be a standard.
Yeah, but
It's kind of like how for a physical copy of a movie, it would cost you like $20, but if you buy it digitally, it's like $10. I still buy physical movies though. People still buy physical movies, Best Buy.
Oh my god. Yeah.
I can't remember who's winning.
I think you are. Yeah, I think you're up by 1 or 2 based on the score. Yeah.
And you still have a chance if you can.
Yeah.
Alright, so any character you want now, so I'm going to be Rock because I like the axe.
Let's go play Siegfried. I like Siegfried's sword. But I realize,
You know what they say about men with big swords? I really hope my mom didn't see that.
Ooh. Yeah, you gotta watch the down cut.
That's an upcut you got me with.
Well, yes, the upcut from below, yes.
Battle 2, fight.
Ah.
Ooh.
Damn.
The thrilling battle ended with the victory of Siegfried. You win.
I never had such an easy victory.
That's corny.
Drop the sword, put the fist up. Let's see how you do.
That's a cornball thing to say.
Alright, who else was I good with? You know what, just for shits and giggles.
Bold nunchucks versus hairy nunchucks.
Who's the evil twin here?
I don't know. We're gonna find out. They both have the same eyebrows, so you know they're. Ooh. Oh my.
You think this is what a fight between Bruce Lee and a Bruce Lee clone would look like?
Maybe.
Or would they just keep having duel exchanges? Because that's sort of the function of
I feel like
Jeet Kune Do, right?
I feel like if they were gonna fight, it wouldn't be necessarily nunchucks. It'd be with fists. And wow, I got cooked there. And I don't know. I think it'd be closer to like. It wouldn't be like definitely large swings. It'd be closer with like.
I just thought of another character who should be in these games. Samurai Jack.
That would be a cool one.
Oh yeah. Be the samurai.
Okay, I was like, did it freeze for a minute?
Never know. Ah. I lost my sword.
Oh. Oh, the meter right there. Once you get empty, you lose your weapon.
I guess that's what happens if you block too much.
Yeah.
Ah. Yeah, there goes my sword.
Ruling battle ended with the victory of Rock. You win.
Rock is a weirdo. Okay, so we got 3 minutes left on the clock. I think this is the one that's going to decide it.
Alright, this is for all the marbles.
I suppose so. Who are you going to go with?
Siegfried.
I'm going to go with Rock.
Alright. For all the marbles, gang. Do, do, do. Oh, we got the nice background, too.
Ah.
It does feel a little rock paper, scissors, for sure.
Oh yeah, for sure.
No one can stop me.
Battle 2. Fight.
It's for all the marbles, sir.
Alright, looks like you win this one, Tony.
We got 2 minutes left. You can double or nothing.
Alright, fine. Double or nothing.
Double or nothing.
Okay, worst character.
Worst character. It's him. Based on like the win rate, I think it's him for sure.
I think I've had the worst luck with Ninja Lady here.
Yeah, I think I've lost the most with him.
Battle 1. Fight.
Definitely against someone with a kind of a short range weapon doesn't feel so bad.
Dadgummit.
The grueling battle ends with the victory of Li Long. You win.
Hopefully, with gaming improves, because again, it's less about the price. Yes, the price does feel bad, but it's the quality too. Nintendo does have always delivers a lot of time like good quality.
Which is
So-
also why I was willing to put up with the price tag from the Nintendo, because like if Sony were to put out those prices now, I would just say no, dude, because I have serious buyer's remorse about the PS5. They have just done jack shit with it.
I don't disagree. I still very much enjoy my PlayStation, but
I love the PlayStation 2. It's a great brand, but they have just done a miserable job this generation.
Gabriel's at least wise, yes, for sure. And that's all, folks.
Yeah, looks like you win again, Tony. I kind of expected you to. He tends to kick my ass as far as
We
fighting
struggled.
games go.
See, he was my worst character. I lost the most with him.
All right, so let me turn the volume down on this, and then we'll chat a little bit about what is it, Soul Calibur or Soul Blade or Soul Edge?
Whatever this thing is called.
Okay, so what do you think of Soul Blade?
Out of all the older fighting games that we've played so far, definitely I think the graphics are probably better because it's newer, more than likely. But the gameplay definitely needs more work. It feels very rock paper scissory. It is more flashy compared to like when we played Tekken. Tekken was also rock paper scissory, but
That was just bare bones as hell.
yeah, it was very bare bones and very simple.
It was just fighting game.
So that is to be kind of expected, but again, for this, it felt very kind of very like rolling the dice and less trying to really catch an opening like in modern games. And again, they do improve upon it in the later games for sure, and they do try to take more advantage of the 3D aspect, even though this is technically in 3D. But overall, it's not bad. It's all right for what it's worth.
Yeah, for the time, it's all right.
Yeah.
I mean, like Soul Calibur is just a massive improvement on this game, which is probably why people tend to overlook this game. And Soul Calibur 2, also a really good game. Like the games will just keep getting better and better.
Yes.
But it was a decent first start. The concept is sound, and you gotta admit the game does have style. I mean,
Yes.
it's not the most technical fighting game. Street Fighter, this is not.
Yes.
But it's still memorable.
Yes.
And it's still polished enough to where it's still fun enough to play. But would definitely recommend a Soul Calibur game over this one. It's kind of like the relationship between Demon Souls and Dark Souls. Yeah, Demon Souls is the first one, but Demon Souls walked so that Demon Souls walked so that Dark Souls could run.
Absolutely.
But yeah, that's going to do it for tonight, guys. Thank you for joining me, Tony.
Of course, always a pleasure.
And if you enjoyed tonight's content, please be sure to like and subscribe. I do these videos every Saturday at 8 o'clock. What I do is take a game, play for about an hour or so, talk about design, the history, all that fun stuff, especially if I got friends around, because I'm passionate about that stuff, and it's just fun to talk about. What I do not do is play games from start to finish, because I feel like you're missing something if you aren't playing the game yourself, though. No disrespect to anyone who chooses to consume video games in that manner. That being said, if there is any game that you would like us to cover in this format, leave it in the comments. If it's something I think is worth looking at, I'll be sure to check it out. But other than that, I hope you all have a good work week, and we'll see you next time.
All right. See ya.
Yeah, definitely not the smoothest showcase I've done.